Right, so back again, and here we have the third Toxic compilation, and we know how these go now. Just a compilation put together of 4 or 5 games, maybe 3 games sometimes, depending on how long they are, into like the most toxic things I've seen since I've been playing. Once I get a few together, I'll put together a compilation. This is the third one, meaning we have 4 or 5 games here that are extremely toxic, and a lot of rage going on here, especially around champ. You get a lot of rage. So let's get into this then, and there's some crackers in here. So let's see what we've got here today. So here we are in our first game, and looking at the player names, I realise that something's going to be very wrong from the very beginning. I'm even with Jamie in the party, Musty from the series, if you don't know, at the time, and I say this about the guy's name. This guy's name is I Smell Toxic Kids. I'm just going to be toxic as fuck. Following on from that, we then score a rather easy goal, and as I said, I then spam what to save to be toxic, of which he replies with LOL. This then made me notice that my teammate's name also has toxic in it.
You're joking.
So we're set up for a very toxic lobby. However, they then scored to make it 1-1, and I knew what was coming straight away. With him not stopping there, adding Jet, you suck, followed by more water saves. We then score again with a nice goal from my teammate, and you know I had to give it back to him, even throwing in the classic EZ. They then score again to make it 2-2 with a very lucky goal. He then replies with some more water save, as expected.
You stupid.
Again, this guy's not done there. He then adds to the fact that I was apparently almost there. He carries on to call me a noob. Yeah. What an insulting thing to say. Just over a minute to go, I have a shot of which his teammate absolutely makes a fuck up on, and he's an easy goal. He then gives him with water save, and then I had to follow up as well like he did, to let him know he's almost there.
Wow.
We then score again to make it 4-2, and you can tell he's not happy. He leaves instantly to not have to deal with a water save. I did not see this guy again. In the second game, I scored a nice double tap very early on, and then later on, they had absolutely stinker in front of goal here, and one of them is really not happy with their teammate. No! We then scored to make it 2-0, and you can tell that he's had enough of his teammate. Then score a nice bump goal to make it 3-0, and this guy really is sick of his teammate, as he says, mate, you re-trash. Obviously not able to spell. He then proceeds to ask, what the fuck you doing? Again showing his incapabilities of the English language. Double commit on their team leads it to make it 4-0, and things really boil over from here. And my teammate is trying to calm things down,
Daddy, chill.
but the guy's having none of it, telling him very loudly to get out there. What that means I don't know, but we'll go with it. We then score a 5th goal, and the other team forfeit. However, he's not done there. I fished for a bite for the video by telling him he sucks. He then asked me to a 1v1.
Oh, for God's sake.
In which I point out his stupidity by telling him that this is 2s. Just after he says he wants to 1v1 my mum too. Boy, that would be a waste of time, as my mum probably wouldn't even get to bronze. But this is clearly how desperate this guy is to win. He then calls me a retard and leaves the game. In this third game, we scored 2 very nice dribble goals pretty much simultaneously, all in the space of about 30 seconds. One from kickoff and one very early on. Me observing this game situation, say it was a close one as I hit the post. This was clearly my first mistake, as I get offered out to a 1v1 by a clearly very angry ex-Grand Champ stuck in Champ 2. As he scored to make it 2-1, I then asked if I'm scarred for a 1v1.
What the hell?
Then make it 3-1, and I tried to make sense of the situation by asking why he wants a 1v1. And this has clearly come out the blue when all I said was close one. Then he writes a lengthy message explaining himself, saying that I'm trash, but I'm scarred for a 1v1. Yes, not scared, but scarred. They then make it 3-2, and in all rights, I ask him why he's so angry. This is clearly stemmed from nothing. However, we did go on to lose the game, and he sent me a rather strange message afterwards, along these lines. So he sends me a message out of the blue saying, ha 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 ha, EZ. I then reply with a logical question, asking if everything is okay at home, as he seems to be extremely angry. And then replied with the same thing, therefore not answering my question. Then tried to put a finger on why he might be angry, asking him a simple question. If he's a GC, stuck in Champ 2, which is what it seems like. He then proceeds to tell me that he's on his smurf account, and that he's Champ 3 right now, and sends me a photo of his ranks, which I don't give a fuck about. He shows me that he's Grand Champion 1s, proving to me that he's good in a rank that he's not even playing in. And the fact that he's even Champ 2, he's not even Champ 3, I had to also point out that he says he's a smurf account, yet he's a season 11 grand champ, which means he must have had this smurf account for a very long time, and also got grand champ on it, clearly meaning this isn't his smurf account, this is his main account, and he's fallen from what he thinks he's good at to a lower rank, clearly explaining why he's so angry. And then my intention is clear that I do not give a fuck about this, and say that I hope he feels proud of himself. Now I thought I'd save the most interesting weird one for last, as I've fallen from champ 2 to champ 1 at this point, and on a very bad run. I am very aggressive with my teammate here, as he fucks up a very easy clear to make it 1-0. I spam what a save, albeit probably unprovoked. I was very angry by this point. However, he demonstrates that he's even more angry, telling me to STFU as he'll fucking kill me in real life. Kid. I then set him up to make it 1-1, and so I'm thanks in the chat as sarcasm. He then telling me to STFU or leave. CCR, idiot. Whilst I'm trying to understand what the fuck CCR means, I say OMG to the fact he lost the ball. This was the last straw for him, and he tells me to forfeit. He then stops playing, as you can see, obviously typing something, and I am waiting to see what he says. He comes up with the same thing, GG, CCR again, idiot, and then forfeits. And then continues to play, you know, he's STFU or forfeit right now. Obviously, I'm not going to do either of those. It then tells me that he'll kill me again, and then proceeds to score an own goal. Well played, mate. He then asks me again if I'm going to STFU. CCR, idiot. With me still not knowing what the fuck CCR means. The other team scored this absolutely horrendous AIDS goal, and this pushes him over the edge, coming up with GG to symbolise that he's done with this game. Although, he's said this about 8 times already. They're telling me I fucked up. They then score again, and I tried to convince him just to play. He then asked me if I'm going to shut the fuck up. Of course I'm not going to. I then score to make it 4-3, and the game carries on, and they make it 5-3. Then decides to say, GG bot, even though we're the same rank, meaning he's the same rank as a bot. Gonna make it 6-3, and he blames me for 5 of the goals. I'm assuming the one he doesn't blame me for is the own goal. Then carrying on to say CCR bad. If any of you know what CCR means, can you please explain it to me? Now the game is done, I fish for some bites, calling him bad, as well as CCR, trying to trigger him further with his own insults, which he comes up with, I made you a bitka. This was the last I saw of Melevdberg as he leaves the game. That is the third toxic compilation then, and as you can see there's very angry people in there, especially the last guy. As I said, if any of you know what the fuck CCR means, please tell me, because I don't have a fucking clue. It could mean anything to me. I still don't know to this day, and that happened a few days ago. Yeah, that is the third one then. It was a very angry game. We had 5 there in fact in total. They were quite short, some of them, so I thought I'd put 5 in, and I'll try and get some more out if I can. It's very toxic these days, especially in between champ 1 and champ 2. It seems to be even worse at the moment, which is where I am. I'm not playing at my best. I'm kind of stuck at low champ 2 at the moment, so there's going to be lots of anger bubbling around there. He even got to me at one point, as you would have seen, although not to the levels of some guy telling me he's going to kill me. But yeah, this was the third one then, and the fourth one will be up soon. Hopefully, it's always dependent on the games I get, but hopefully I'll see you in that.